If you're trying to make a hard club beat in order to get the girls twerking, you're probably doing it wrong. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the right way to get that twerkathon kind of beat. Like always, go ahead and uppercut that like button. Let me know who your favorite hard artist is. Pause. Go ahead and follow my Instagram at tlron. And yeah, let's get into it. It's gonna be a fun time. So when I think of hard club beats, I'm not gonna lie, the first people that I think of are female artists like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla. They just always have that kind of vibe in my opinion. So I made something in that vibe. As far as melodies goes, I'm not gonna lie, they're usually the most simplest thing that you'll ever hear. So the first thing that we got is this piano out of Flex. And Flex has some pretty good pianos. I got the Steinway D, and it's the pattern that I laid out. Literally just 5 notes in total, very simple. Like to make something similar, like let's say we want to work in D sharp minor, all you're gonna do is that you're gonna go ahead and go to the root note, which is D sharp, and then you want to go find the notes that are next to each other. So in the D sharp minor key, you got F and F sharp and F, and you got A sharp and B. So let's say we did something like this. Very simple melody in like 5 seconds. It's that simple. For the sounds, I don't really have that many effects on it, I'm not gonna lie. Like no EQs for real, just keeping it dry. So then next, I was just trying to experiment. I think I found the perfect sound. So I went to arcade, to the anthem beat section and the determinant bank, and I found this little arcade riff. I'm like, wow, this is definitely gonna get them throwing it left and right. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Left, left, right, left, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right.
That's the perfect sound. So if you wanted to, we could just leave it like that and just keep the beat just very bare minimum, but I'm not gonna do that. So of course we gotta go into the counter melody. So I went to Nexus, which is definitely good for these trap hard kind of beats. We got the PL pizzicato bells, and I just laid out this very simple counter melody right here.
Left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say it every time. A cheat code to getting them hard and dark kinds of vibes is just to use notes that's right next to each other. It'll work every time. So just to give a different counter melody, I went to Nexus and I also went to Expand, grab some bells. These ones play a little bit more than the other counter melody, but for Nexus I got the MK Trill bells 1, and then for Expand I got the Baby Octave bell. These are both playing the same exact pattern, but this one sounds like this. I'm literally just using all the same notes in the whole melody, just using F, G, G sharp, C sharp, and C. Those notes work perfectly together for this melody. So then I felt like layering it just to make it sound even more powerful. So I went to Nexus and I grabbed the Baza SA brass. Very good brass for these trap beats, and it's just literally playing just one note for the whole thing. So we get this.
Left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left.
Them low brass shots just make beats sound hella hard. So to make it sound even more powerful, we gotta add some strings in there just for the background. So we got the big legato strings out of Expand, and this one is playing notes that are next to each other. But for this one, right, we're actually doing this in F Phrygian, which if you don't know what Phrygian is, you should look it up. But it's a scale that a lot of hard, like dark songs use. So right now we got F sharp, which is not in the key of F minor, but since we're in Phrygian, it's gonna work and just sound hella dark. So we get this.
Left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Adding strings to your beats just make it sound a lot more suspenseful depending on how you do it. So because I love adding basses to my melody loops, I got this bass out of Flex, and I ain't gonna cap to you, Flex, they be having some good sounds. I used to kind of hate on Flex, but they got some pretty nice ones in there. So I got the 5-string New Rock Slap. And this one definitely works good for these kinds of beats, especially if you're making Glorilla or Memphis type beats. These are a very good bass to use. But we get this. Now I know I said these melodies are pretty simple, but you know me, like I gotta add just my little spark to it. So I got this little drum loop off of Splice. It's like a marching band thing, cause the little left, right, left sounds like a marching band or like a drill sergeant or whatever. So I added this in just for dramatic effect. I don't actually use it a lot in the beat, but it just feels good for the intro. So we get this. Basically, that part can be for when the strippers walk out onto the dance floor. No? Alright, now let's get into the drums. So first, we got this clap out of this Memphis drum kit. It sounds like this. Then we got a simple two-step hi-hat pattern. No rolls at all, just keep it simple. We got some open hats. Just a simple delay on that, nothing crazy. And we got some perks with some counter snares. And then we also got a snare roll right here. So for the bass, all I'm doing is just I'm copying down the original melody from the piano, you know, the very simple melody, and then after that, just added in my own sauce with some chops in there. So that's the beat right there. So I'll go ahead and play it out in full. But before that, thank you for the end of the video. Hopefully you liked that, enjoyed it, and most importantly, learned something from it. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow my socials at TLaron. Let me know what you want to see next, and be on the lookout for my cartoon that I'm making. It's gonna be for music producers. Go to my last video. It's my trailer for it. It's gonna be the first cartoon for music producers. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and yeah, that's about it for me. So peace.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Pierre, what you want?
You know I love being a producer. I can make wherever I want. I can just escape reality and enter into my own world when Oh God.
Where my beat, nigga?
Kilo. Listen, man, I just had a lot of homework today, bro, but I promise I was gonna get to
Hold up. We already have an understanding. You saw something you shouldn't have, and I should have killed you right then. But I let you walk because you said you produced for me. And then,
Hey man, turn that down.
man, if you don't get the fuck out my face, Wonder Bread ass nigga, I don't wait for beats, Kaden. Get my shit done. And lose that weak ass producer tag too.
Producer has his highs though. The girls definitely love it. The homies hype it. And the right track can change your life. I'm still learning the whole networking thing though. Check out this beat, Mac.
Could you back up a little bit?
Ooh, maybe I can get your email?
Security?
But it's not all beats and good vibes. Things do get intense. Dealing with labels, the streets. If you're not careful, they'll eat you alive.
Tired of you always putting your music over me.
But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to keep my life balanced. Music, school, family.
And that's why I want you to mentor my son. He's only 12 years old, but he's definitely a prodigy.
Grind up for my first placement.
You're 20 with no placements? I'm only 12 and I have 3 already.
It's a constant fight. Some days you up, and some days you down. And sometimes, it feels like music's the only thing keeping me alive.